Oh, champ. Run up these likes, run up these likes, run up these likes. Drake is in yet again another beef. At least he hopped into this one. Some of y'all may not know, but Johnny Manziel, retired football player, all right, who's now beefing with Gillie the Kid, Gillie the King, whatever you want to call Gillie, hosts $1 million worth of game, former rapper, Philly rapper, that is, now beefing over something that Gillie said to Cam Newton, all right, in regards to the Eagles and him not winning an NFL championship and etc. Now Drake has decided to jump into this beef, jump into this so-called debacle, champ. And he's pretty much threatening Gillie, gang. He's all the way in Manchester about to do a show, or has already done the show. And he's trying to threaten Gillie the Kid because Johnny Manziel is Team OVO. Yeah. Crazy enough, Gillie was somebody who was glazing Drake last year during the beef, which is wild, right? I know. But listen, gang, I want you to smash up on the like and share the video. We got to give a big salute to the homie Chigs Smooth, right? Because I know Chigs, champ. Run up these likes, gang. This is crazy. All champ.
Oh boy, here we go, you guys. Looks like we might just have a Drake versus Philly part 2 coming up. It looks like Johnny Manziel is officially tagging in his big brother Drake into his beef with Gillie. Now, over the weekend, Johnny was not too happy with Gillie clowning Cam Newton. You guys know Gillie and Cam Newton have been going back and forth with each other. They've been clowning each other's careers.
Jalen Hurts did what you couldn't do. That was win a Super Bowl.
There will not be no playing with my name, with my career. This is all entertainment here.
Hey, shut your tight jean wearing ass up, man.
I know why you in your feelings, Gillie. Was it the album comment? Can you name me one Gillie the Kid album? Damn. Did you know his album was Philadelphia?
That kind of struck a nerve.
Where I'm from, Gillie, we stab and we twist. Wise words was told to me. They say, when you go low, I go to hell. So let's bring up your actual facts and your actual stats. When I'm looking at your rap career, Gillie did not chart any solo singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Philadelphia didn't do no numbers? Dang. Former member of Major Figures, bass rap group late 90s and early 2000s. You ain't never been great at nothing. The only great thing that Gillie does, he's a great mascot. Big hat, dancing around, yeah, getting them going. Mascot, very questionable career. We can't relate on a lot of things, Gillie. And if it wasn't for Wallow, all credibility on $1 million worth of game would be really at question. Because he has a wisdom about him. Wallow, that is. I respect that. And I also respect Gillie. But respectfully, brother, we cannot relate. While you're dancing on the sideline, I was in the game. Please understand, when I said your name, most people didn't know who you were. They said.
So that's Cam Newton going on for Gillie, basically. So again, this all started with Gillie and Cam Newton going back and forth. It's not really a beef. They just talking trash to each other, truthfully, because, you know, the Eagles won a championship this year, all right? And, you know, Gillie was celebrating and all that, whatever. And, you know, him and Cam Newton just happened to go back and forth on Twitter and whatnot. And Johnny Manziel just jumped into me. Johnny Manziel really just jumped in himself. All right. Now, Johnny Manziel just received the OVO chain from Drake, which is the crazy part. Just got his OVO chain. Drake out here struggling, trying to buy his friendships, letting people know he's loyal by buying them things. All right. He kind of bribing friendships right now. So he bribes Johnny Manziel with some chains and all that. And then he so happens to get into this beef, this altercation that's going on with Cam Newton. And Gillie.
Who, Gillie? Who is that? Man, you know the dude that be walking around with the big old hat. Oh, that dude. Man, don't take him serious. That's the narrative about you, guy. You can't beat me in nothing. And I mean nothing. That's basketball, that's football, that's baseball, that's rock, paper, scissors, that's chess, that's checkers.
And so far, it's been jokes. Nothing personal has been said on either side, so it never really felt like Gillie and Cam really had any smoke with each other. This was just trash talking between men. While Gillie was at his birthday party, he took a little bit more shots at Cam Newton.
Cam ain't never had one of these. I ain't going back and forth with you. Thank you, Jalen.
Hold on, gang. We gotta run these likes up. Hold on. Time out, champs. Wait a minute. Wait just a second. We gotta get these likes to 100. What we doing? What are we doing, champs? Smash up on the like. Nah. Gang, the likes need to go up. I don't know what this is. Champs. Smash the like. If you ain't hit that like, gang, it's very key that you do, champ. This helps the algorithm. This helps the mayor's channel, but we need to hit the like, gang. Respectfully. Salute to everybody in the chat, dog. But these likes need to jump, you heard? Jump up, jump the likes, nigga. You been beat the likes up, nigga. Hit it. Right? Punch on that like, gang. Respectfully. Yeah, we need to smash the like. That's crazy. Oh, champ. What are we doing? Yeah, smash the like. We're going to keep it going, though. But please hit that like. Come on, gang. There's too many people in the building. Let's get it.
Appreciate you, Gillie. Love you, Nick. Love you, Nick. Appreciate you, Gillie. Cam Newton never had one of these. I said Cam Newton never got one of these.
Which then prompted Johnny Manziel to crash out on Gillie. He told Gillie, yo, you may be the biggest fucking loser on the planet. Talking like you fucking done anything on the football field. If I see you, just know I'm going to slap the fuck out of you. Trust. I love $1 million worth of game, but that's the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Can't wait for this response. Just set up the rough and rowdy and let's call it a day. Take Jalen's dick out your mouth for a couple minutes. Pretty sure he's already got a chick, Gillie. Now, Rough and Rowdy is an amateur boxing event that's hosted by Barstools. So not only is Johnny telling Gillie, yo, I will literally put hands on you both outside the ring and inside the ring. Now, to me personally, Johnny, you were out of line, brother. From what it looks like, you and Gillie do not know each other. You guys do not have a relationship with each other.
You ain't lying. I seen this crash out take place. I'm like, yo, what the hell Johnny on, champ? Like, this ain't no real smoke. Why are you coming out the woodwork saying, well, you about to threaten people and do stuff to people? This is crazy. Out of nowhere. You know, Cam and Gillie just talking trash. They don't hate each other. Trash talk, man. Let them have it. Sports, just whatever, man. Who cares? Here you go. You had to jump in the mix, champ. You had to jump in the mix. Now you talking reckless. You're talking too crazy, champ. This is how people get hurt, champ. Or end up in the sky, for that matter. By the way, yeah. This is how people get hurt or end up in the clouds. By the way, yeah. Clouds is another option. We just being realistic here, okay? Yeah, man. Like, what's going on here? By the way, let's get these likes to 100, man. Smash up on the like. Smash up on the like. And we got a Glazer in the building. Salute to you, man. Glad you could make the gym. I know you was begging. You was begging for my attention. Hey, champ, the gym's open. You in there by yourself, champ, all right? Enjoy yourself. You're going to be hugging a bunch of nothing. Proud of you, champ. This is the start of you're turning a new leaf in life, right? You're learning how to hug things that's not real, okay? You got imaginary friends you're hugging. It's called a shadow. Proud of you, champ. Showing your imaginary friends so much love. It's great. Make sure you're running up these likes, gang. You need to get them likes up, respectfully. 100 likes will do. Let's proceed. Oh, champ, look.
Each other. So you coming out the blue to address him like this is crazy, especially when the person he's actually making fun of and going back and forth with never took it this far. We never saw Cam tell Gillie, bro, I'm gonna put hands on you. So why do you think that you got the right to talk crazy to Gillie like this? Now, Gillie did respond back to him and it went just how you guys thought it would.
Come on, Johnny. Out of all the motherfuckers you can fuck with, Johnny, what the fuck would make you stop at me, man? Huh? What would make you stop at that bus stop and fuck with me, Johnny? I know what it was. I know exactly what it was.
I ain't gonna lie. Now, that might be Drake's baby mud on his face. I know that's supposed to be powder, champ. That's just dry baby mud, champ, from last year. Yeah. That's leftover baby mud from Drake from last year. Yeah. That's just leftover baby mud, champ. It's okay. That's baby mud leftovers you got there, champ. I know it's supposed to be powder. But if you're being real, baby mud leftovers. That's right, champ. That's right. Yeah, gang. Oh, champ. We didn't. Hey, gang. Listen, it is what it is, man. All right. Niggas said it was that Purina child, champ. Nah, champ. That's baby mud. Okay. That is dry baby mud. You hear that, champ? Oh, champ. Smash up on the like. Get these likes up, gang. Get these likes up. Let's continue.
Ain't no secret. You had 8 ball of that shit, Johnny. I figured By now that shit would have wore off, right? Johnny, what the fuck would make you get up and just say, you gonna slap me? Out of all the motherfuckers on planet Earth, Johnny, you gonna slap me? Had to be this shit right here, Johnny. Because it ain't 1917 no more, Johnny. This is 2025. Fight back, Johnny. The fuck make you think you just gonna slap a nigga and then what you just gonna do? You just gonna walk off about your business, Johnny, and just ain't nothing gonna happen, Johnny. No, we gonna have to put on a bet nap, Johnny, to over and under for how many fucking days you gonna lay in the hospital. And I'm taking 13 and a half days. I'm taking the fucking over, Johnny. Now let me tell you something, Johnny. I need you to check in the AA, Alcohol Anonymous, and I need you to check the fuck out of AAB, African American Business, Johnny. This shit ain't had nothing to do with you. Sit your dumb ass down somewhere. You hear me? Now Cam said what he said about jailing. I told Cam he did something you couldn't do win a Super Bowl, and then Cam, big, goofy, extra sensitive ass, started talking personal shit. So you and Cam could both sit y'all super goofy asses down some fucking where. You fucking cocaine Johnny and big fucking sensitive. You big sassy ass nigga, sit your dumb ass down somewhere. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. But I told you, neither one of y'all could fuck with jailing. And then you talk about, I'm the biggest loser. You ain't did nothing on the football field, neither did you, Johnny. You was in a fucking league for 2 weeks. They sent you to the fucking Australian Kangaroos. The fuck you?
That is, yeah. Johnny football was a bust. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Johnny Manziel was a bust. Yeah, you ain't go far, champ. Okay? You didn't go far, okay? I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, playing for the Cleveland Browns too, one of the worst teams ever. Oh, champ, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why he jumped. Why did you jump in? Like, I don't understand why he jumped in the mix. Like, nobody asked Johnny Manziel to jump in and start running his mouth. Like, nobody asked you, bro. Why did you jump into that mix, bro? That was stupid. It ain't like niggas is came at you. You just decided to jump in two niggas arguing for no reason. Like, what was you trying to be a hero or something? You just randomly just picked a day to say you just wanted to fight Gillie and all that. That's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That doesn't even make sense to me. You did? Do me a favor, gang. Let's get these likes to 150, shall we? Let's get it up. Run up these likes, man. We gonna keep it going, though. This is kind of crazy.
I think you did 2 years with the Lithuanian Bombers or some shit. Fuck is you talking about? You ain't did shit either. Get the fuck out of here, Johnny.
Now, usually, you don't really come at somebody that's been in the streets like Gillie unless you feel super comfortable and super safe with the people you got around you. Well, tonight, Johnny Manziel is showing us the muscle around him. That will be Drake and OVO. Tonight, Johnny posted Drake wearing this jacket with a very direct message that's written on the back. Well, go to hell about Johnny Manziel. AKA, if you fuck with Johnny Manziel, you're fucking with OVO.
Drake, what the hell are you doing? Don't you got bigger fish to fry? Don't you got slots to play on steak or something? What the hell you doing? Now you're like, oh, play with Johnny, you play with... Nigga, ain't nobody scared of you. First of all, nobody's scared of you or over you. Jay Prince is an old man. Ain't nobody worried about him neither. And he not even doing nothing for you no more because you told on the Prince family and the Prince family got raided by the FBI because of you, because you're a rat. That ain't the first time you told. You told when you got robbed at the Duo King as well, champ. Let's just be honest. Right? We're gonna be real here. Drake is a rat. All right? You're trying to be the street guy. As a matter of fact, Drake is trying to be like Little Flip. I'll dare y'all to Google this, right? I'll dare y'all to Google pictures of Little Flip in the prime of his career and look at Drake and tell me that this goofy nigga isn't trying to look like Little Flip. But that's who he's trying to be. We made this discovery last night. Drake trying to look like Little Flip because he want to be H-Town so bad. Yeah, he trying to look like Lil Flip. Some of y'all remember Lil Flip. Look up Lil Flip. Look at Drake. Tell me he ain't trying to mock this nigga's entire swag. You dig? This guy has no identity. He trying to be gangster. This is corny. We don't like. Who's scared of you? You bug. You do lawsuits, nigga. Ain't nobody scared. What you gonna do? Sue? You gonna sue Gillie, nigga? What you gonna do? Sue Gillie? You gonna sue Gillie for threatening the OVO brand? Is that what you're gonna do, champ? Mess with us, and I have lawyers, Crody. That's right. Demand them. Demand them have lawyers. Like, shut up, nigga. We ain't scared of you, nigga. We not scared of these macaroni colored Negroes in OVO, okay? Nobody's scared. Nobody's scared. Nobody's afraid, okay? Yeah. Yeah, all you vanilla wafer colored Negroes. We're not scared, champ. Nobody's scared of you. Gillie for damn sure he's scared. And did he glaze you? Sure. Yeah, maybe he got a little baby mud on his face. But I don't think he's scared of you, champ. Yeah, he might have some of your baby mud on his face and all that, but he's not scared, champ. He wasn't scared to put your baby mud on his face. So he damn sure not scared to throw hands or whatever type of threats you put in his way. Okay? By the way, just want to let you know, champ. Snowman Dan with 199 in town taxes says this is another trash first round Browns quarterback. The Browns suck. Terrible team, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Still people paying them town taxes, keeping the eyebrows off your back, Drake. What the hell you think you're doing? You think somebody supposed to be scared of the Iceman, champ? Nigga, you sell ice cream to children. That's why you the Iceman, nigga. You sell ices and ice pops, nigga. You a Geppetto. That's why your name is Iceman, nigga. You got a popsicle truck, nigga. You walk around, so you drive around schools like this, champ. Yeah, Iceman. You got popsicles in there for kids and all that. Yeah, that's why your name is Iceman, nigga. Somebody scared of you. What the hell? Niggas supposed to be scared of this nigga? All champ. All champ, yeah. We're afraid. Lawsuit, subpoenas and all that. Yeah, subpoenas. Yeah, we real scared, champ. We ain't scared as those TikTokers that you gave those letters to in the mail and all that. Yeah, we scared. All champ. All champ. Smash up on the light, gang. This is nasty, bro. Like, seriously, what does he think he's doing? Oh, you messed with Johnny. You messed with me, Crody. Shut up. Shut up, nigga. You for real? You can't be serious. Nigga want to be Little Flip, nigga. Nasty work. You think a nigga like me ain't peeped that you was trying to look like Lil Flip? I dare you to look up Google images of Little Flip right now. Tell me I'm lying. I ain't capping, nigga. I know this nigga don't got no identity, man. Run these likes up. Run these likes up.
Yo, and we all know right now Drake is strictly about his OVO guys that held him down. Drake recently bought brand new chains for everybody in OVO, which had these words written on the back. The Cold War is over and it made us even colder. So it looks like Drake is definitely supporting his guy OVO Johnny Manziel in this beef against Gillie. Which then brings us to the very awkward part. Gillie fucks with Drake. Heavy. Last year when Drake was beefing with Kendrick, Gillie was actually one of the few media personalities that was supporting Drake. And according to Gillie, he claimed some of Drake's diss record were actually better than Kendrick's.
I just heard that Kendrick Lamar diss. I fuck with Kendrick, but that shit was going on the cob, man. You know what's crazy, man? The light skin is winning, man. 3-0, man. Fucking Drake up 2-0. Motherfucking Chris Brown up 1-0. I just take me back. I remember in the motherfucking late 80s, the motherfucking light skin, man, everything up to the late 80s. Then motherfucking Nino Brown pistol whip every light skin in motherfucking New Jack City. Then they had it bad all the way up to motherfucking Steph Curry and Chris Brown and Klay Thompson and Drake. And now them light skins doing what they want, man. Y'all even let Wallow light-skinned ass come home from jail after doing 7,300 fucking days and win. Light-skinned think they run the world, man.
Listen, so he was glazing the potato bread colored Negro, right? Hard. Said Kendrick was corn on the cob. Nigga won though, I ain't gonna lie. Nigga won though, I ain't gonna lie. You saying, you said Drake won and all that. Listen, you had his baby mother on your face, champ. Now if Gillie cops a plea, now if we really want to know if he's scary or not, let's see if Gillie cops a plea, then that's nasty work. Gillie, if you cop a plea, nasty. All chat. The whole Philly, listen, if he cops a plea, the entire Philly is gonna be through with Gillie. Let's be real. Listen, the entire Philadelphia will be done with Gillie if that nigga cops a plea. So it's in his best interest not to do that. Do I think he's gonna do it? I don't think so. I hope not. I get it. He had the man's baby mud on his face. I get it, champ. I understand. Ex-glazer, former glazer. But does being a glazer mean you're not gonna stand on business? Do you immediately lose stand on businesses? Is your stand on businessness lost because you're a Glazer? That's my question, Jam. Does it mean that you lost your stand on businessness? Huh, champ? Is it gone now? Is it officially gone if you was Glazer? Do you lose all possibility of standing on business? Officially is my question. Listen, I hope Gillie ain't copping no, please, champ. That would be disgusting. I hope not, champ. Oh, champ, smash the like. If he likes 200 done, 200 will do. Let's proceed, gang. Oh, champ.
They took that shit, man. That shit over with, man. That shit is over with. I ain't gonna lie. Kendrick came back. And then he came back again. I said, oh, he barbecued, baked, honey dipped, glazed, Old Bay seasoned the light skin. And then Drake just it's over. The light skin one, man. It's over. It's over. It's over. Light skin one. Don't let these light skin niggas do anything. Any fucking thing out here.
So now if you're Gillie, you're in quite a pickle, buddy. You fuck with Drake, but Drake fucks with the nigga that you're beefing with even harder. Do you now cop a plea and say, you know what, Johnny, I ain't even messing with you right now? Or do you double down on Johnny and Drake because now these guys are clearly against you? Johnny, this is nasty, nasty work, my brother. How do you start a fight with somebody, they respond back to you, then you go and get your big brother to fight your battle? Nah, Johnny, you gotta come catch this fade on your own. You guys get in the comments, be
So told me, chicks. Champ, Johnny Manziel ain't a nigga. That's why Drake is signing with him over Gillie. First of all, Johnny Manziel is OVO. Johnny Manziel is a pale man. He would definitely take his side over Gillie, all right? He don't got no loyalty to no Gillie, champ. He don't care if Gillie glaze him or not, champ. But if it comes to Drake Glazer versus Drake Glazer, he's gonna pick the white Glazer first, okay? That's his preferred preference of glaze, all right? Gotta be a pale man. Look at Aiden Ross. Look at Los Pollos. Look at those goofies. Look at what's son name? XCR. Whatever. Who even give a damn what his name is? You get where I'm going. You feel me? We don't care. We know the preference of glazers, man. A bunch of pale folks, for the most part. Yeah, you got some sambo tap dancing Negroes out there like academics and whoever. But yeah, pale preferred. His glaze preference is pale, champ. Yeah, pale glazes is a preference. The paper towel colored pale gentlemen, right, are the preferred glazer. Okay. Yeah, you might glaze a little bit. Yeah, you might have his baby mud on your face. Oh, that's cool, champ. But guess what? You ain't pale. See, you ain't the same color as Drake's baby mud like the rest of them, champ. He don't like you, champ. He don't. Yeah. See, when they have baby mud on their face, champ, it don't look like it's there. When you have baby mud on your face, champ, it looks like it's actually there, champ. Yeah, they so pale, their skin tone matches baby mud, champ. By the way, yeah, I said it. That's right. Oh, champ. Yeah, so yeah, you can't win this one, champ. Now, will you cop a plea or will you fight back? Will you fight back is the question, champ. I don't know. Okay, little concern here, champ. Oh, champ, I'm concerned. All right, nigga, Drake out there like Drake. What you gonna do, Drake? Drake gonna sue somebody. Be careful, champ, because you might get sued. Okay, you might get sued. All right, you might get sued. Okay, let's get to some comments because I ain't touched no comments yet. Machiavelli says 50 was paid too. What do you mean 50 was paid? That 50 was paid when Drake saw him and all that? That he paid fifth? Is that what you're thinking? Because if that's what you're saying, I'm going to tell you this right now, champ. Drake ain't paid 50 nothing. 50 Cent is the type of individual that will go with the ops of his ops and befriend them. That's what 50 does. 50 is the type of person that will befriend the ops of people he's beefing with, like Rick Ross. He hates Rick Ross. Rick Ross hates him. 50's like, hey, let me go to Toronto because I'm performing there and link up with Drake because I know that Drake is beefing with Rick Ross. That's how it goes, man. And probably the only reason 50 was so invested with Drake in the first place was because he was beefing with Rick Ross. All right, listen. We all know now that Rick Ross took 50 Cent's son fishing and all that when his baby mom was at Diddy's crib getting piped out. That's a fact. Yeah, Daphne Joy was getting dogged. Daphne Joy was doing the Freak Olympics at Diddy crib, and her son was there, and Rick Ross was there, and you know the whole 9 yards. Rick Ross said he took his son fishing and all that. So you gotta think about those things, champ. 50 ain't get paid by no Drake. Trust me. Nah, that ain't happen. I'll be honest, man. All right. Shelton says 50 is against Kendrick. That's not. Let's be real though. There is no honest proof that 50 is against Kendrick. The only reason that 50 sided with Drake is for two reasons. Number one, what Drake is doing is what 50 Cent wanted to do with Interscope for a long time. So UMG, right? And Interscope is a company that is a part of UMG. Interscope is owned by UMG. When 50 Cent was beefing with Game, he had an issue with Jimmy Iovine because Jimmy Iovine was promoting the Game, pushing out those GU Not shirts. So if you don't remember back in the day on the mixtapes, you was hear 50 Cent talking down on Jimmy Iovine, which is part of the reason why his career fell flat. When him and Kanye released the album around the same time and they had an albums battle, he kind of got blackballed in a way because he was beefing with Jimmy Iovine, who was running Interscope at the time. So because of that, which is also UMG still, right? He's pushing for Drake to do this lawsuit against UMG because he still feels some type of way about how they treated him when he was beefing with Game. Not recognizing that, hey, if you and the Game is signed to the same label, they're going to push y'all products either way because that's what they're supposed to do as a label. That's the reason why 50 Cent is more than likely pushing for Drake or seem like he was signing with Drake. It really ain't have much to do with Kendrick. Now, somebody made an incredibly good point in the past saying that Kendrick reminds a lot of East Coast people of Tupac because Tupac had beef with New York for a little bit, right? There are a lot of people don't like Kendrick because he reminds them of Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like Funk Flex, for example. Funk Flex hates Tupac and Funk Flex hates Kendrick Lamar as well. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, a lot of these older New Yorkers don't like Kendrick because, or seemingly goes against Kendrick because he seems like Tupac. And Tupac was somebody who used to be in New York, who went out west, and you know what happens after that. You dig what I'm saying? So is 50 really against Kendrick, or is this 50 Cent wants to get back on UMG based on what happened with the Game? You understand what I'm saying? And you got to remember how crazy 50 Cent's beef with the Game was. Like, Lodi Mack lost his life because of the beef with Game. And of course, Jimmy Henchman is involved in that because Jimmy Henchman caused the rift between the Game and G Unit, right? So when people on G Unit is losing their lives, and there's a constant battle going on in the streets as a result of the battle, you gotta understand how significant and meaningful that is for 50 Cent to get some type of get back on UMG. Now, does that mean 50 is completely against Kendrick? No, we can't even prove that. We can't prove that. It sounds good to say, but can we prove that? We cannot prove that. 50 Cent out of his own mouth never threw shade at Kendrick. Plus, 50 Cent is business first, money first. The man cares about money more than anything. You think he really care about the beef? No. It's a money move. Plus, Drake is an op of his ops. So that's what it's looking like. I'm just being honest, gang. We can't prove that 50 Cent is against Kendrick. There's absolutely no proof that Kendrick and 50 Cent have beef. So people who are saying that are making assumptions, but they can't provide proof. It sounds good, though. Just like you had some people saying that Conductor Williams was beefing with Kendrick Lamar. That's also not true. He's a goddamn producer. Does that mean the Alchemist is beefing with Drake because the Alchemist produced Beat the Grams? No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that. So you have a lot of people who just make these assumptions and they don't have no facts. They just saying things because it sound good. You dig? Run up these likes, man. The mayor, hey, listen, the mayor the only one who gonna keep it 1,000. I ain't got time to paint narratives, champ. I'm gonna just keep it 1,000 with you, give you the backstory, and there you go. You dig? Wave Triple Existence says, respectfully, Kendrick not all that. Y'all overhyping. Don't get me wrong. Drake fell off too. Hey, look, that's your opinion, champ. Listen, if you think Kendrick is not all that, that's cool, man. I think Kendrick is fire. I've been thinking Kendrick was fire. I've been listening to Kendrick since he went mainstream. When he made Higher Power, that's the first song I ever heard from him back in like what 2013, 2012, somewhere around that time. Yeah, Kendrick is lit. Kendrick is lit. Might have been 2011 when he dropped that. Kendrick been fire to me, so my opinion on Kendrick ain't never changed about him being fire. You dig what I'm saying? He just got better and progressed over time, as far as I'm concerned. So I've been listening to Kendrick since I was a teenager, and I'm 31 now. Remember that. So I've been listening to Kendrick. You dig? So yeah, I mean, look, that's just my opinion. And look, you got your opinion too, champ, and that's cool, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. Hey, listen, don't attack Wade for his statement. He said Kendrick and not all that. That's his business, man. Listen, you gotta respect people's opinions, nigga. Everybody don't see things the same way, and that's the problem. Niggas think, oh, you supposed to say this person is fired because they fired, nigga. Everybody don't like Jay-Z. I don't say nothing to y'all when y'all say stuff about Jay-Z, and Jay-Z one of the GOATs. You feel what I'm saying? I don't say nothing to y'all when y'all talk down on Jay-Z. I don't say nothing to y'all, and I know Jay-Z is literally a GOAT in hip hop. Some of y'all disagree. Y'all think Kendrick better than him or whatever the case may be. That's cool, man. That's an opinion, though. If the nigga don't think Dot is all that, that's an opinion. He's not hating on Dot. He just stating his opinion. So don't go attacking nobody for having a difference of opinion, nigga. I got friends that listen to Drake to this day that I make money with. Don't think it's because the mayor talk down on Drake that I don't got friends that listen to Drake. I know niggas that's solid people that listen to Drake every now and again. They not no glazers, but they listen to the nigga. And that's cool, man. You dig? Run up these likes. Dust says, Kendrick isn't everyone's cup of tea, and that's cool, man. Listen, that's cool, man. Listen, let's just say this, Sam. I done thrashed a lot of chicks who ain't like Kendrick, and that's cool too. I ain't gonna lie. I done been to a lot of girls' houses who ain't like Kendrick, and that's okay too. I ain't gonna lie. That's fine, champ. What am I gonna do? Not splash because they don't like Kendrick, nigga? I don't care. The hell I gotta do with me? You feel me? What that gotta do with me? I don't care. Oh, she don't like Kendrick? That's not gonna stop me from doing what I came here to do, gang. I'm just gonna keep it in stock with you. You dig? Oh, champ. Sweet cookies. I'm a good kid, Mad City Kendrick fan. Kendrick is all that and then some. Hey, that's what's up. Congratulations. That's awesome. Okay. One of Ron says Kendrick got these tours looking like Woodstock though, and you ain't lying. It do look like Woodstock because them arenas is huge. Crazy thing, I think Woodstock had so many people. I don't even know how many people Woodstock had. And Woodstock was a terrible, terrible event, by the way. If you know the backstory of Woodstock, it's pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie. But crowd size is absolutely absurd. Kendrick are like 50, 60,000 people at the goddamn show, and that looks wild. You dig? Oh, champ, listen. I don't care about any Playboy Cardi slander. Playboy Cardi got the most sold album this year. That's all I gotta say. I don't care. You can slander the man all you want, nigga. That nigga sold 1 million copies already, and he dropping another album soon. So I don't care. Say what you want. You talking down on somebody who done sold the most albums this year already. So what we talking about? All right. We just gotta be real about the situation. All right. Malcolm Martin says, Woodstock 99 was an ish show. It was. But the crowd size was too big, bro. It was way too big. It got way out of control over there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Woodstock was really bad. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Andy B says Drake been overrated and a fraud. His career been based off having ghostwriters stealing lyrics and flows. And that's not the only thing that Drake stole. Drake continues to steal people's swag, identity, accent. The nigga steal everything, gang. He don't have his own identity. Bro gotta steal. Cause he grew up in a white area. He don't have an identity. Nigga wanna be like Little Flip right now. The nigga been trying to be Little Flip for the last 4 years. When Drake got the braids, his whole thing was try to look like Little Flip, nigga. He wanna be a Houston nigga so bad. Jay Prince Jr., they convinced that nigga a minute ago that he was from Houston. Don't nobody in Houston rock with him no more. Sauce Walker hates him. Everybody in Houston damn near don't like the dude. Maybe Bun B still cool with him. Maybe Bun B still likes him. Maybe. I don't know. All right. Nigga won't be Low Flip, gang. Oh, champ. Shorty Nick says, Like, damn, can a nigga have something to ourselves? No, we can't have. You can't have nothing to yourself, champ. Nah, you can't. Nah, you're not allowed to do that, gang. You're not allowed to do all that. You heard? On the rise says, do you think regional music will make a comeback? It's already making a comeback, champ. Listen, if y'all ain't heard that new Metro Boomin, that futuristic, what's the name of it? Futuristic Summer or something? That new Metro Boomin is proof that there's about to be a regional comeback. He did a whole Atlanta album, had Young Dro, Rich Kids, Roscoe Dash, Jose Guapo, Rocco, Future. He had a bunch of Atlanta artists on it. T.I. was on it. Gucci Mane was on it. He had a whole bunch of Atlanta people on the record. You know what I'm saying? So again, there is a regional comeback. A regional trend is starting. I like it. It looks good. I think it's fire. Metro Boomin just made that whole Atlanta album that was tough. We seen Kendrick with the whole GNX situation on his West Coast swag. That's fire. Are we gonna get an East Coast thing going? Is DJ Clue gonna start getting the real spitters to come outside? You feel what I'm saying? Is New York gonna have a thing? Is the Midwest gonna bring back the Chicago drill stuff? I don't know. We gonna see. It would be fire to see some more regional music, because that's what's dope about hip hop. The difference of music, the difference of sound. You know what I'm saying? For the longest, we didn't have people trying to sound like each other, and it's dope to hear what people's cultures are sounding like in their specific regions. That's fire. So I think regional sounds are making a comeback slowly. I'd say fast, not slow, but fast. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that would be dope. Metro's already, set a precedent with the last album he just made, or mixtape for that matter. I believe it's called The Futuristic Summer. I believe it's the name of it. Fire. Listen, the nigga, you brought Young Dro outside. It's crazy. Bringing Young Dro outside is wild. Young Dro, one of the most underrated Atlanta rappers ever. This nigga got Young Dro outside making music. It's crazy enough. All right, come on, gang. You got Young Dro out here making music. It's fire enough to me. Right? And if you don't know about Young Dro, I'm sorry, you're not the hip hop purist that you claim to be. I don't care. If you don't know who Young Dro is, you messed up. Where you been at? Where the hell you been? Oh, you never heard of Young Dro? Okay. Listen, don't call yourself don't call yourself a hip hop head. You know who the hell Young Dro is. I'm gonna just say that. All right. Andy B says this. Hopefully the court seeing everything Drake is doing on social media. Hopefully, right? We'll see. Oh, champ. Wave says that Metro was flat. Young Dro did slide on the tracks he was on. Though. I mean, again, that was meant to sound like 2000s Atlanta. It was what it was meant to sound like. So if you don't really like the old Atlanta, the 2000s Atlanta sound, and that album or mixtape was not for you, I'll say that. Michael used to, I've been telling people for years, Young Dro has always been underrated. Back in the day, he used to go toe to toe with T.I. Yeah, Young Dro's fire. Young Dro's fire. You dig? Yeah, if you don't know about Young Dro, hey, I don't know what to tell you, man. Smash up on the like. Smash up on the like. Run up these likes, gang. Well, yeah, man. I think regional sounds is making a comeback. I think we're gonna start seeing more regional stuff, which is gonna be fire, man. We need to see that, man. Bring back that 2010 Chicago drill stuff too, nigga. Get Little Bibby and all them. Well, it's unfortunate because a lot of those Chicago rappers is either unalived or doing like a lifetime in prison. Like Rondo Number 9 ain't coming home, and all those other guys. But salute to Chicago though. Chirac did produce some fire. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like he didn't. Dig? So in Chicago, yeah, man. Chicago lit. But we gonna see, man. I think we're gonna see more stuff. It's looking that way. We got more projects dropping. To be honest, this has not been a bad year for hip hop, man. A lot of people are trying to. This is the year that all of the older rappers are getting much more appreciation than before. You dig what I'm saying? I feel like the Clips would have never got this much love last year versus this year. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like the older rappers are getting much more appreciation just because they actually have the skill set, and all the YNs are on dope and talking about the same stuff and being lazy. So now that the old heads are coming back and showing you that, hey, we still have the skill, we actually do this, people are more geared towards the older rappers now, which is dope because the YNs is wilding. Nigga, what are y'all doing? Y'all on dope. Y'all got diseases. Y'all embracing the disease. The people are tired of it. The people are tired of the nonsense, gang. People tired of the nonsense, gang. You dig? All chant. All chant. All chant. But yeah, it's getting interesting. Hip hop is having a very good year, it seems. You dig? And for everybody saying that Freddie Gibbs, everybody's saying that Freddie Gibbs has album of the year, you smoke angel dust, and that's okay. If that's what you choose to do, if that's what your vice is, if your vice is doing angel dust, hey champ, more power to you, gang. What can I say? Freddie Gibbs album of the year is crazy. Crazy. All Page has Metro sold less than 20K though. It is what it is, man. Listen, that mixtape was done for Atlanta. That was an Atlanta mixtape, bro. I'm not making any excuses for it. I'm just telling you that sound was specifically for Atlanta. It was a nostalgic sound. It was a dope album. It was cool, man, for what it was. It brought you back to like 2007, 2008. It brought you back to that type of era. That's really what we was listening to. I'm surprised OJ the Juice Man wasn't on there. OJ the Juice Man would have been perfect, by the way. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Juice Man would have been perfect, by the way. All right? On champ. Run up these likes, gang. Clips, Let God Sort Them Out is the album of the year. It's not. It's a great. It's up for debate though. It's not, but it's up for debate. In my opinion, though. Clips, Let God Sort Them Out could be album of the year. Truthfully, it's not though. There's a certain someone that dropped 30 tracks very consistently and did a great album. I'm gonna say that. And that same person about to drop another album soon, which is crazy. You dig? The great Reverend Pimp Daddy said Larry June and 2 Chainz had album of the year for me. Listen, I love Larry June and I love 2 Chainz, but that's not album of the year. And honestly, when Larry June and Cardo make songs, they way better. I'm sorry. Larry and Cardo was a dream team, gang. Yeah. When Cardo and Larry do music, that's like Magic and Kareem, champ. It's like Magic and Kareem, gang. You just gotta be honest, man. Cardo, Larry June together make way better music, in my personal opinion. You dig? Aqua Rain says Cardi, yeah. Y'all ain't listen to the album, man. It's okay. I'm telling you, man. He got the most. There's a reason why his album is the most sold album this year. Y'all do realize he got the most sold album. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't like that music, and that's okay. But I'm telling you, we listened to that album. The album was fire. 30 songs, but 30 songs of consistency. It jams every time. It do. Listen, if you're not a Cardi fan, if you're not familiar with Cardi, you're not gonna resonate with what you're hearing. Some of these people they not familiar with Cardi and they still said the album was fire. You dig? Stewie said Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator's album was not nowhere near no album of the year. Sorry, no. No. Tyler the Creator, no. And I don't think he was aiming to have no album of the year either. Tyler the Creator album of the year? No. Not in hip hop. No. 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 You dig? Not in hip hop. Aqua Rain says, I rock with album, but lyrically, Let God Sort Them Out is better, but music was fire. Yeah, lyrically, of course, lyrically it's better. Most definitely. But there's also some inconsistencies too. But that's for else for. Uncle Dust says Cardi is definitely getting album of the year, and I'm not even a fan, but the album was fire. He heard the album. The album is fire as hell. Listen, Cardi know how to make good music, man. The nigga know how to make good music. And Tyler's album is not getting an album of the year. I don't know what the hell y'all heard. No. Okay. And the answer is no. Didn't happen. Sorry, champ. No. No. Realistically speaking, no. Yeah. Tyler? No. Sorry, champ. Don't know what you're talking. That's not even in conversation. Not even in conversation. You dig? All champ. Hotline Blink says, I like Larry with Alchemist way better than Cardo. It gets way too West Coasty. Oh yeah, you a drink lady. So you mad at the West Coast sound? Yo, what's good with y'all hating on the West, man? What's all this West Coast hatred? What's good with the West Coast hatred? It gets too West Coasty. Why y'all hating on the West, man? Cardo and Larry make fire, nigga. If you hate the West Coast sound, hey, that's a preference. You feel me? That's a preference. If you hate the West Coast sound, that's a preference. I ain't got no problem with the West. I like the West Coast sound. I like there's actually more West Coast artists getting some type of recognition. But champs, why we hating on the West? Why we hate? Nigga, we acting like there wasn't no West Coast songs that just ain't do no numbers. You feel me? That just ain't do numbers. That's crazy. Run up these likes, man. Smash up on a like. Share the video. If you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. By the way, if you ain't hit that like button, make sure you run up these likes, gang. Smash up on a like, share the video. We're gonna have more content later, by the way. We're gonna have more content later, but yeah, man, Drake. I don't know what the hell you think you're doing. Are you gonna sue Gillie? Are you gonna sue Gillie, bro? It look like you aiming to sue Gillie. Are you suing Gillie, champ? That's the question. Are you aiming to sue Gillie? Because that's what it looked like you're doing. I'm just saying, what are you trying to do here, gang? What are you trying to do here? Listen. Also, I understand that people ain't gonna like certain sounds. People hate New York rap. People hate West Coast rap. That's cool, man. Some people think Tupac is trash. I never heard anybody in my life say Biggie was trash. I'll be honest. I heard people say Tupac was trash, but I never in my life heard anyone say that Biggie was garbage. I'll be real. I'm sure there's somebody who thinks Biggie sucks, but I ain't never heard nobody say Biggie sucks. I've rarely ever heard anyone say it. I mean, Tupac, I get it because he dissed niggas and all that, or whatever, this controversy and stuff. But I ain't really never heard nobody say Biggie was garbage. I'll be honest. I haven't heard it. You dig? I don't know. People hate Jay-Z for no reason. People don't even know why they hate Jay-Z. People have narratives in their head as to why they hate Jay-Z, which is weird to me. Having hate for a man you don't know, or narratives that you think exist is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hove, people hate Hove and don't know why they hate him. The nigga's fire though. If a nigga say Hove overrated, they never listen to Hove. That's why. If you think Hove is overrated, you never listen to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what Lil Jamal had to say, to be honest. Lil Jamal, hypocrite, bro. I don't care for nothing what that nigga talking about. Who cares what Lil Jamal had to say, to be honest? Lord Jamar, oh champ. Another goofy that believes Jaguar right. Anybody who believes Jaguar right is a goofy. Sorry. If you in the chat and believe Jaguar right, the mayor said you goofy. I said it, yeah. Yeah, I said I don't care. Yeah, you a goofy. You believe dope fiends. You think dope fiends tell the truth. Nigga, dope fiends need dope. Did you know that, champ? And they gonna lie to you to get it. By the way, yeah, fiends need dope. Okay, you believe a fiend, someone who's clearly not in the right state of mind, is what it is. You heard? Is what it is. Dig? Dime a dozen. My mom's hated Jay before I knew who he was. Yo, people was hating Jay-Z because they thought he was like Biggie's replacement or some nonsense. But they had songs together. They had the commission. The commission was supposed to be the duo that Biggie and Hove was supposed to make. And they're supposed to do a whole album and all that. The commission with Hove and Biggie. Hove and Big was making songs together and all that. So it wasn't like Hove was copying Big. That's not facts. Feel me? That's not facts. But yeah, man. Yeah, we just gotta be realistic about the situation and what's going on. But gang, like I said, do the man a favor and run up these likes, smash the button, like, share the video. If you're brand new to the man's channel, please subscribe. Subscribe right now, man. We're gonna have more content. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you're running up these likes. Hit that like if you have not. We need to get them likes up, okay? Also, join the Discord. Discord link is in the chat. Will also be in the comments as well. Fire Discord. We got nearly 1,000 members. Make sure you read the rules in there, or you getting kicked. I ain't gonna lie. But one more thing before we get all the way up out of here, all right? It's the man. One and only real New York Mayor, F. Eric Adams, and you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. And you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Hit that like. We will have more content in a few, man. I'm up out of here. Salute.